Do you know? People, especially those closest to you, have a profound impact on your well-being. We'll all experience the ups and downs of living with and loving imperfect people, but ultimately, our relationships should be a source of joy, not frustration. Every human being on the planet has a responsibility to co-create safe and healthy relationships. But have you ever felt like something just isn't right in your relationship? You may consistently feel drained or unhappy after spending time with your partner. According to relationship therapist Jor-El Caraballo, this may suggest that some things need to change. What should have to change is actually possible when you know about the signs of a toxic relationship. So be with me because in today's video, I am going to talk about 6 warning signs of toxic relationships. But before moving towards signs, you should know about what a toxic relationship is. A toxic relationship is characterized by unhealthy dynamics that cause distress or harm due to lack of support, manipulation, or disrespect. While occasional selfishness is normal, a truly toxic person continually takes without giving back, draining you of energy, joy, and autonomy, like a vampire. In contrast, a healthy relationship involves mutual service, sacrifice, challenges, and forgiveness, ultimately fostering connection and love. And by the way, it's important to note that toxicity can exist in any relationship, not just romantic ones, including those with coworkers, in-laws, parents, siblings, and friends. Now move towards signs of this toxic relationship. Number 1. You feel like you've lost yourself. Toxic people tend to absorb and mold people to fit their own agendas. You may feel like you've lost your sense of self. You might find yourself doing things you don't want to do just to please them, compromising your values, enduring discomfort, or spending time with people who trigger anxiety. Remember, you have the power. It's your responsibility, not your partner's, to recognize these patterns and establish healthy boundaries. You must assert yourself, say no, and live according to your values. However, toxic individuals may react with resentment, frustration, or anger when you set boundaries or prioritize your values. Number 2. You feel unsafe. Can you freely express your thoughts and feelings with this person? Do they value your voice? Or do you feel compelled to censor yourself, fearing their reaction if you were completely honest? You also don't feel emotionally safe. It's not just about physical safety, although that's important too. But on the other hand, in a healthy relationship, there's room for imperfection and accountability. You can share both positive and difficult experiences, openly discuss hurts, and still feel fully accepted and loved. Of course, the level of safety varies depending on the relationship. While you might confide in a trusted friend about deep hurts, you might not do the same with your in-laws. Understanding these nuances requires wisdom. Number 3. Constant criticism. When your partner continually criticizes or belittles you without offering constructive feedback, it creates a toxic dynamic in the relationship. Instead of providing helpful advice or guidance, they consistently tear down your self-esteem and self-worth with their negative comments. Over time, this constant barrage of negativity can chip away at your confidence, leaving you feeling inadequate and unworthy. It's important to recognize this behavior for what it is and address it, as it can have significant detrimental effects on your mental and emotional well-being. Number 4. You don't receive empathy. Empathy is like a pair of glasses you put on to see the world through someone else's eyes. It's choosing not to lecture those who are going through a hard time about the reasons why they should be grateful. A toxic person is hyper-focused on their own needs and wants, blinding them to the realities of people around them. When you open up and share your heart with a toxic person, you're met with apathy instead of empathy, and redirection instead of celebration. They might dismiss you when you share important things with them, turn the conversation back on themselves, and one-up you when you tell stories. Number 5. Control and isolation. Toxic partners frequently attempt to exert control over various aspects of your life, including dictating who you can spend time with, monitoring your activities, and even scrutinizing your communications. By isolating you from friends and family, they create a sense of dependency and power imbalance within the relationship. This deliberate isolation serves as a glaring warning sign of an unhealthy and potentially abusive dynamic. It's crucial to recognize this manipulation and seek support to break free from the cycle of control and isolation. Number 6. Bad communication. Poor or ineffective communication can derail relationships faster than we realize. In my own experience, my wife and I faced periods of toxicity because I hesitated to express my needs and desires. Instead, I harbored wishes and assumptions, and when reality didn't align with my expectations, I'd judge her, feel immense disappointment, and grow resentful. It was only when I opened up that we could truly connect. However, honesty doesn't guarantee instant resolution. Conversations may be uncomfortable or painful, which is normal. Yet, burying hurts and needs only breeds resentment. Recognizing the signs of a toxic relationship is the first step towards reclaiming your happiness and well-being. If you found this information helpful, be sure to subscribe for more insightful content. See you soon in the next video. Goodbye.